Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, how to get the most out of your driver with only 10 minutes on the range before you start your round. Okay, so I'm going to assume that we've got to the golf course, we have our bucket of range balls, and we're heading to the range. What's next? Well, I typically like to start with my lower irons first and build my way up, but I always want to focus on my driver. What that does is I'm trying to build and loosen my body to get to my maximum swing speed, to get to my full swing. So many times I see people get to the range, they tee it up and they're trying to rip it. The first 2, 3, they're trying to rip and they go all over the place. And the amount of times on the range you'll hear, wow, this is going to be a fun day. Yeah, well, there's a reason for that. Your body's not ready for your full swing. Okay, we've got to get there, we've got to work it up. How many times have you been out on the golf course and heard a buddy say, well, it takes 3 or 4 holes for me to warm up? Well, yeah, but if you'd have done that in the 20 minutes, 10 minutes before the round, you could have started off on a better foot. So in those 10 minutes that I've designated to my driver out on the driving range, I like to go through a practice technique called further than the last. And basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. If you hit your driver maximum 250, you're going to want to start at like the 180, okay? And your first ball must go over 180 yards. From there, you're going to swing 9 more times, hit 9 more balls, and each time the ball must travel further than the last. Sounds easy? It's not as easy as you think. If your first one, you pop it out there 210 and your maximum's 250, you see how we're building up, we're loosening our body to get to that maximum. So I'm actually going to go ahead and demonstrate this practice technique to you right now. So I usually carry my driver around 270, 275. So I'm going to lower my number at a starting point at 230 yards. And then each shot after that, further than the last. I'm probably only going to hit 5 just to give you an idea of what it looks like. It's obviously a lot harder with 10. But we're basically just trying to loosen our body, get our muscles working, so we don't have to use the line. It takes me 3 or 4 holes to warm up. Simple. So here I am on the driving range feature. I've got driver selected. I go over and I select the grid for the driving range because this gives me the 45 feet wide target, 30 yard, 45 yard. You want to be in those first 3. Really not too bad of a drive if you can stay within those parameters. So this is ball 1, minimum of 230 yards. Nice smooth swing. As soon as I hit it, I kind of knew it was over. I was actually hoping it would get down a little bit. But 254 start with a 98 mile an hour swing speed. It's a great starting point. So now I'm just trying to ramp this up. Trying to hit this, I was hoping to hit it about 265 and I swung it well enough, but as soon as I hit it I could see that I had opened the face a little bit too much and kind of hit that slider out there. Luckily it did go 4 yards past the first one and swing speed increased by 5 miles per hour, so far so good. This one was actually really nice because I felt like I could go after it a little bit, hopefully get somewhere around 268, 272, something like that. Hit it pretty well. It did drift again, but hit it really solid and got 267 with another 5 mile an hour improvement. So this is all going to plan. And then this is my 4th ball. And the only thing I can tell you here is when I drop my hands into the pocket, I'm just absolutely going for it. And this is as well as I can hit a golf ball. And don't know if you've noticed down in the corner there, but I've knocked kind of the blockers on some of my lights. So that was it. 116 mile an hour swing speed, went 292 yards. It was 6 feet from that target pin. So yeah, the 2 reasons you should always end on the driving range is on a good shot and if you have to do any kind of maintenance. So that's kind of what happened there. But as you can see down that bottom left, I had 2 balls in that middle grid and 2 balls just drifted outside of it. So really solid, worked well. Shame I couldn't hit a 5th, but I would have basically been swinging out of my shoes with no real balance or control. So always good to end on a good one. And I'm just glad that it showed what I was talking about, is on the driving range, we have to go through these steps to get up to our full swing. This technique is really beneficial as well when it comes to understanding what your ball's doing that day. Not every day we wake up and hit balls right to left. Sometimes they go left to right. So this is a great tool as well. This is a great technique to see what your ball's doing that day and give you that confidence that when you step on the first tee, you have some understanding and control over what your ball's going to do. And that's the best way to get the maximum out of your driver with just 10 minutes on the range before your round. Okay guys, well that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to smash that like button and go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.